Meanwhile, Milwaukee mail carrier killed on the job, how friends and family are responding this morning. Also, what the return of Brittany Griner means for the future of American diplomacy.
And cloudy conditions with some morning fog and slick spots once again. I'll show if we'll actually see the sun today and break down the impacts we could see from another storm this week.
Good morning and thanks for joining us on Weekend Mornings. I'm Shane Hogan. Before we get to our top stories this morning, we're going to send it over to Greg for a check outside. What's today looking like, Greg?
Well, we're not going to have as much as the fog we had yesterday, but still the clouds are going to stick around for most of the day. So overall visibility is a lot better than what we saw yesterday. Still up to the north, 2.5 at Red Wing. You go over to Marshfield at 6. Overall, most of southern Wisconsin, unless you get to Milwaukee area, is doing fairly good right now visibility, but still could be some slick spots out there. We're going to see temperatures warm up once again to the mid to upper 30s. Not much budge farther than that just because of the cloud cover sticking around. A few more peaks to the west, but overall similar to what we saw yesterday. The temperatures will then fall back this evening back to around into the 20s out west, 30s to the south. So there's your temperatures. Overall, if we look at the bottom line right now, patchy fog, mostly dry this windy and wet storm coming. That's the system we're going to time out a little bit later in the broadcast and show how much we might get of snow along with what the temperatures look like next weekend.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. In Milwaukee, police are investigating the death of a U.S. postal worker. The 44-year-old man was shot and killed on duty last night while delivering a package. Kendall Keys has more.
For 18 years, Andre Cross worked for the United States Postal Service, delivering mail and smiles.
Andre came to work every day with a smile on his face. If you were sad, he was sad. He's going to make sure you're going to get a smile. He's going to make you laugh every day.
If you have a bad morning, he'll come in loud, just joyful, change your whole mood, forget what you were even upset about.
This video, shared by someone along his route, taken just hours before Milwaukee police say he was shot and killed while delivering the mail Friday evening.
He was a good person. Had 3 beautiful kids, a wife. Imagine how they feel 2 weeks before Christmas.
Surveillance video obtained by 12 News captured the gunfire and a subject running to a car that appears to match the same car on the United States Postal Inspection Service's wanted poster, an Audi Q5 SUV with tinted windows.
Being a carrier in Milwaukee is very scary now, and you are alone on the route. You know, it's just literally you and the mail.
Postal workers gathering together where Cross spent the last moments of his life, mourning the loss of one of their own.
It's sad to see someone good like him. I'm sorry. It just hurt because he didn't deserve this at all.
Again, the Postal Service is offering up to a $50,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest and conviction of anyone involved in Cross's death. 2 women are suing Apple over their ex's use of AirTags to secretly track their movements and whereabouts in real time. Apple introduced AirTags, which retail for $29 in 2021. They work by connecting to iPhones and iPads via Bluetooth and can detect approximate locations.
But there's a risk of misuse. And in those kind of cases, the manufacturer of the product can be held liable for any anticipated misuse of the product. But in this case, the product's doing what it's supposed to do. It's tracking where the AirTag is. And in fact, if you made that impossible, then the AirTag wouldn't be useful.
The California lawsuit accuses Apple of negligence, design defects, and privacy violations. An Apple spokesperson declined to comment directly on the lawsuit. Electric cars may not only be spelling the end of the internal combustion engine, they could also take AM radio off the air. Many of the major electric vehicle manufacturers have been leaving AM radio off their new cars, including BMW, Tesla, Volkswagen, Ford, and Volvo. The reason is electromagnetic interference, which causes static and noise on the AM dial, annoying to some motorists. Broadcasters and elected officials also worry that if AM radio disappears, America will lose a vital capability to reach the public during emergencies. The release of Brittany Griner as a part of a prisoner exchange with Russia is raising questions about the growing problem of so-called hostage diplomacy. Experts say more foreign governments are wrongfully detaining Americans as a way to gain leverage against the United States. Bradley Blackburn has more on the issue and what authorities are doing about it.
It is the ending that Brittany Griner's loved ones hoped for, seeing her return to the United States after being detained in Russia for nearly a year.
She's safe. She's on a plane. She's on her way home.
But at the White House for the announcement, Griner's wife, Sherelle, offered a reminder about other families still waiting.
As we celebrate BG being home, we do understand that there are still people out here who are enduring what I endured the last 9 months of missing tremendously their loved ones.
Griner was part of a one-for-one prisoner exchange for Russian arms dealer Victor Bout. Left behind at the deal, former Marine Paul Whelan, who was accused by Russia of espionage.
I wish that Paul Whelan had been on that plane too.
Experts say dozens of Americans are considered wrongfully detained around the globe, some essentially taken hostage by foreign governments for political gain. Last July, the State Department added a D indicator to travel warnings for countries where Americans could be at higher risk of wrongful detention, including Russia and China.
We need to solve this problem, not just for my brother, but also for Americans in general who want to travel.
Paul Whelan's sister spoke to CBS News.
Hostile, weak foreign nations taking Americans prisoner and holding them as hostages. This has to stop, and my brother needs to come home.
The State Department says it's working with 60 nations to use visa bans, sanctions, and other measures to address the problem of hostage diplomacy. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
In the last year, the Biden administration has done other deals with foreign governments to bring wrongfully detained Americans home, including releasing a Taliban drug lord and a Russian drug trafficker. Still ahead this morning, if you still need to do some holiday shopping, we've got some tips for you. And you're taking a live look over the Capitol this morning. Greg's tracking some potential storm chances when we get back.
My favorite time of year is finally here. Toyotathon is on. Who's crafty?
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan and roadside assistance. Toyota, let's go places.
We've been cooking up this kitchen design for a while.
So it's going to be perfect.
Okay, that pattern works.
Wow, this whole look works.
And at a price that really works.
I think our work here is done.
At Floor & Decor, our helpful associates and free in-store design services add to your experience, not your expenses. And with an unmatched selection of high-quality products, all at everyday low prices, creating the kitchen to match your taste has never been easier. Discover Floor & Decor today.
For the plunge you never thought they'd take. For the day you never thought would come. For all the years that have come and gone.
For all those special moments that make life worth living. Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
The holidays can be so stressful. So give the gift of wellness. Buy $100 in Massage Envy gift cards and receive a free $20 promo card. Keep your body working.
A must in your medicine cabinet. Less sick days.
Cold coming on? Zicam is the #1 cold shortening brand.
Highly recommended.
Zifans love Zicam's unique zinc formula.
It shortens colds.
Zicam Zinc That Cold.
Buck & Honey's. Visit any of our 3 Best of Madison locations in Monona, Sun Prairie, or Wanakee. And for a limited time, buy $100 in Buck & Honey's gift cards and receive a $20 bonus over the holidays. Make it Buck & Honey's, Monona, Sun Prairie, and Wanakee.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
My favorite time of year is finally here. Toyotathon is on. Who's crafty?
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan and roadside assistance. Toyota, let's go places.
Yeah, we do still have some fog out there this morning and maybe some tomorrow morning, but nothing like we saw the previous days. So really the impacts for today and tomorrow are kind of getting real minimum now, just with some fog, but still some slick spots out there just because of water refreezing on roads. But once we get past that, then tomorrow should be dry. Then all attention turns to really this storm that hits Tuesday, Wednesday, lingers into Thursday. Right now, Tuesday's when the rain starts. We could even see a mix of rain or snow beginning in the event, but then it all should turn to rain, and then the wind will be the big story too coming up with that. And then the mix of Wednesday and then the accumulation of snow, probably more like Thursday. There's a lot going on with this, but really the initial thing is going to be the warm and windy conditions and wet conditions that are going to come with it initially. So something to keep in mind of. For today and tomorrow, really cloud cover persists. We're going to see a few breaks in certain areas, but still that low cloud deck is going to be really stubborn to get rid of the area throughout today and in tomorrow. Once we get tomorrow, you start seeing the winds beginning to turn out to the west. It's because of that storm system beginning to approach western Minnesota. By Monday evening, you can just start to see precipitation out there. That's what's going to be Tuesday. We're going to start seeing the winds pick up mainly Monday night and then be quite breezy as we get closer to it. You can just start to see the rain starting to push up and even some mixed precipitation push up by Tuesday morning and then Tuesday afternoon. That's what we're looking at right now. But for today, we're just going to have mid to upper 30s for most of the locations. Cloud cover once again, a few breaks here and there, but overall, still, we're not seeing much budge in the temperatures what we saw yesterday. Light winds, just low clouds hanging around tonight. A few more breaks. Temperatures will get down into the 20s, a few degrees colder than we were last night. Could be some patchy fog in the area. Not going to see a lot of widespread of it, but once again, it still could be a problem. And then tomorrow, going through the day, probably more sun tomorrow, so maybe a couple more degrees warming, maybe a few of the warmer spots towards the south getting up to maybe 40 degrees tomorrow briefly. Then for the snow and rain, we're going to get mostly rain. Right now, at least for Tuesday to Wednesday, the snow, the best shot for greater than 4 inches is up in that neck of the woods in northern plains, in the upper Midwest. Then once we get to then Wednesday into Thursday, we're still kind of in the warm side, almost dryness. The snow then is pushed further north. This is greater than 3 inches, as you see the legend up there to the top right, further north. The idea is where this actually ends up north of La Crosse is still a lot of question marks to go on. So I think Wednesday night into Thursday is when we're going to start seeing some issues, maybe more in southern Wisconsin, and then Thursday is probably the best chance for overall getting some accumulation, but that's still yet to be determined. One thing we do know is once we get past that system, it is going to turn much colder towards the end of the week into the next weekend for both locations back into, well, we might even hit 20 by the time we get to the middle of next week. So it is a cold pattern once we get past this. But yeah, the snow is going to be gone once we get past Tuesday. Tuesday night looks warm and very windy and wet. And with the snow on the ground, it's something to keep in mind of that we might actually see some low-lying ponding of water, rivers and streams rising, because now you're really putting rain on snow. So you're melting the snow and having rain.
Sounds like a mess.
It's going to be a mess, probably Tuesday night to Wednesday. Definitely is going to be a mess.
We'll keep an eye on that. Thank you, Greg. Well, the clock is ticking for holiday shoppers, myself included. If you missed out on those Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales, experts say, don't worry, it's not too late. Jared Hill has a look at some specific dates to keep in mind if you're looking to save.
'Tis the season to be saving, or at least trying to. How much of your shopping list is done?
Actually, just getting started.
Black Friday and Cyber Monday are known for blockbuster deals.
I didn't do any of the Cyber Monday stuff that everybody told me, all the deals that they were getting, and I totally felt like I missed out.
A lot of people kind of have this fear of missing out.
But Kyle James from Rather Be Shopping says, depending on what's on your list.
There's actually some days in December where you can actually get better deals than you can on Black Friday.
After tracking December deals for nearly 2 decades, here's what he found. On December 10th, expect discounts on laptops and toys. The 12th through the 15th are good for sales on video games and consoles. December 14th 10th is the day many retailers offer free shipping by Christmas Eve, often with deals on clothes, shoes, and kitchen items. There are ways to save on top of the discounts. Many retailers offer coupon codes online that you can use at checkout.
Retail Me Not, they have a really good app. When you're checking out, always try and find that coupon to add on top of it.
James says many stores continue to cut prices right up to Christmas, so waiting could be worth it. But the hottest toys and video games could sell out.
If you find it at a good price, you probably want to snatch it up. So if you wait, you might end up having to go on eBay and spending way more than you should.
Not ideal, with inflation already pushing prices higher than last holiday season. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
Some good tips there, and if you're looking for a new TV and can wait until after the holidays, they say that you could find good deals around late January and early February, especially if you want something on the higher end. Good tips. Coming up, a health conversation on the power and health benefits of saying no.
Happy holidays from all of us at WISC-TV.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Wells Fargo lets you know where you stand with your FICO credit score. What if you knew where you stood with everything, like your future in-laws?
Hope you like cats.
I hope your parents like me. They're whispering.
The kitties like her.
Can they tell I'm allergic? Tears of joy.
Welcome to the family.
Like knowing where you stand? When it comes to your credit score, you can with Wells Fargo.
Your wedding day. Your love. Your style. Your celebration. Your wedding place. Discover the Madison Club, the city's premier wedding venue, featuring multiple unique spaces, stunning lake views, and award-winning cuisine. Inclusive packages now available.
Never have I ever put literally every single item in our store on sale, even the items that never go on sale. Every item?
Join us now through December 24th for our never on sale sale, only at Rogers and Hollins.
Many of us are feeling the economic crunch, and News 3 Now wants to help those who are in need this holiday season. News 3 Now and SSM Health presents the 12 Days of Giving.
Through the tremendous generosity of area businesses and volunteers, we want to make 12 wishes come true. If you're in need or know someone who is or may want to help make a wish come true, go to channel3000.com and fill out the application.
News 3 Now's 12 Days of Giving, presented by SSM Health.
Smooth dark chocolate, refreshing peppermint. Enter York mode.
Rich chocolate candy and creamy caramel. That's how you Rolo.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, we'll see some more patchy fog this morning, but nothing like yesterday or last night. They could see that tomorrow morning, too. Mostly dry, though, through tomorrow, and then we have that wet and windy storm Tuesday, early Wednesday. And then I would say accumulating snow could be Wednesday night, Thursday, depending on which area. There's a lot of question marks to go on, but I think that's the best chance. Overall temperatures today, mid-30s for both locations. Cloudy conditions, going to be hard to get rid of those low clouds that still hang around Madison. More chance of sun, La Crosse, and westward today. Once again, still 36, 37 degrees. We're not going to budge much more than that. Dry day tomorrow, like I said, maybe a 40 in some of the locations, and then it gets windy and wet Tuesday, especially Tuesday night into Wednesday. Could get kind of a messy situation with the snow on the ground and the rain falling. And then as you see, we turn colder as we get towards the end of next week into weekend.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. Well, I sat down with Dr. Rupa Shah of SSM Health to talk about the power of saying no and the health benefits that could come with it. Holiday concerts, parties, gift exchanges, special trips, and other family expectations at this time of year can compound into season of stressing. SSM Health family medicine physician and wellness coach Dr. Rupasha joins me this morning to talk about how setting healthy boundaries and leveraging the power of no can set you up for a happier holiday. Now, Dr. Shaw, when it comes to friends and family, sometimes it feels like saying no or opting out of those different events and commitments is sometimes not an option. You feel that pressure. So how can turning down invitations actually benefit you? This is something I struggle with, and I know a ton of people out there do as well.
Yeah, yep. This is that time of year, right? We can kind of get pulled into things. We want to say yes. We want to be part of all the joy, but sometimes that can be really stressful and overwhelming for us. So, really be cautious with your time and your energy. You want to keep your good, positive energy with you this time of year. And so it's okay to set boundaries around the things that you want to do versus the things you don't want to do. It's really a critical part of self-care and just understanding how much you're capable of giving to other people.
Yeah, that's a great point. Now, for people who do have trouble saying no, it can sometimes feel a bit awkward to tell someone no. Do you have any techniques people can try?
Yeah, so one technique, and this is a tough one, but it's just called the sandwich technique. So really, it's politely, declining the invitation, but follow it up on a positive note, saying, I really do want to spend time with you. Let's find another time where we can really connect in a space that feels good for both people involved. Because I really do want to catch up with you and spend time with you. So letting that other person know that it's nothing personal against them, but that this event just may be a little bit too much for you.
Yeah. Kill it with kindness. It's always a good message. That's right. Now, the holiday season can also bring up uncomfortable situations and expectations for families. Are there ways to maybe set new boundaries to help ease some of the stress from these annual obligations? People are probably looking at their calendars. A couple days a week, they've got something planned now. So what are some of those techniques?
Yeah. So again, I think we all play all these different roles, right? Like friend, family, sibling, so it's, again, just really important to set your priorities before the start of the holiday season. Like, who are the people and the things that you want to spend your time and energy around? And then set those boundaries again, and don't be afraid to say no. This is a time that we should all enjoy, feel good about. It should lift us up. And the more that we do set these boundaries, it just builds us more self-confidence, self-esteem, and just better mental health going into the holiday season.
Yeah, no one wants to feel stressed this time of year.
No, we shouldn't, right? We should be enjoying it.
Enjoy it, exactly. Now, where else can people find you, Dr. Shaw?
So they can find me on Instagram at Wellness with Dr. Shaw.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
As always, our thanks to Dr. Shaw for her insight and great tips as well. All right, coming up, the latest details after a concert in Milwaukee had to be evacuated. Stay with us.
All charged up. This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright with a special offer. Now, choose from a great selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery. Or place a custom order on select Ford vehicles. Lock in your rate, and you're protected. I'm proud of you, kid. And that's how Ford is helping you shine bright. This season, get into a 2022 Explorer SUV with 2.9% financing for 60 months at your local Ford dealer and shine bright.
This holiday, give them a gift they'll never, ever forget.
Oh my God! In 3, 2, 1. Are you serious?
The gift of furniture.
This is not what I think I like.
Kids just don't understand. Find the holiday door in a Bob's Discount Furniture near you.
Habush attorneys are the best of what a personal injury attorney is about.
To get the most money for your case, you need to have a law firm that's unrelenting.
We will fight with all that we have in person power, in knowledge and experience to bring about the result they deserve.
I can't give them their life back how it was, but I can give them the financial compensation to get their life back on track.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
News 3 Now is taking action to find and deliver the news stories that matter where you live.
Taking action to uncover the truth, getting answers, and finding solutions that can make an impact in your life and our community where we all live.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
Monday morning, meet a teacher in the 608 who started a chain of positivity with Post-it notes. Plus, question of the day is back with your chance to score Harlem Globetrotters tickets.
And we're tracking our next weather maker. We'll be bringing you the details Monday morning from 4:30 to 7.
Right now, family and friends of a missing Madison man continuing their search efforts 3 weeks after he disappeared in Rock County. And the Badgers' quest for the Final Four comes up just a bit short. A recap later in sports.
And cloudy conditions, some morning fog, even some slick spots today. I'll show you, we'll actually see the sun today and break down the potential stronger system we'll see this work week.
Actually see the sun today. One can only hope after a very gloomy day yesterday. Good morning and thanks for waking up with us. I'm Shane Hogan. Greg, it was a foggy, gloomy day yesterday. What's in store for today?
Yeah, well, hopefully we see that big ball of yellow-red in the sky. Today would be kind of nice, but I think we'll see more today, but more tomorrow. But still, those clouds, those lingering low clouds are going to be stubborn to get out of here this time of year. So we still got some issues this morning, but I think overall the patchy fog and the haze is not as big as we saw yesterday. Still some slick spots to speak of, but that shouldn't be pretty much longer. And then maybe some sun today, probably for western areas, maybe La Crosse and areas to the west might see it. And we could see some more patchy fog tonight too, so something to keep in mind. But there's your visibility right now. Generally, as you get further north, it's a little bit worse, but still 2 to 4 miles, nothing like we saw yesterday, which was like a half or even less. So overall, it is in better shape today. Temperatures right now are right at freezing or just below. We just dipped down, so that's why there are some slick spots, maybe in sheltered areas. Any moisture on the roads might have a little bit of ice with it, so something to keep in mind of. Temperatures will go above freezing. Cloud cover is going to stick around for Madison, just low clouds hanging around. La Crosse, you have a better opportunity maybe to get peaks of the sun today, just peaks of it, but still, we're only going to get up to about 35, 36 with light winds. That's what we're looking at right now. If we zoom in, you can't see the cloud cover, but it's pretty low right now, just hard to see. We have a high cloud cover to the west. That's the storm system that we mentioned that we're going to be tracking or watching right now. I'll break down what to expect from that system and when to expect it a bit later in the broadcast.
All right, Greg, thank you very much.
I just want to find my son. That's the main focus right now, is finding him, finding some clues. If anybody, know his whereabouts, reach out, let us know, because we have not a clue. We have no trace of him at all.
That's the desperate plea from the mother of a 27-year-old Madison man who hasn't been seen in 3 weeks. Family and friends of Chris Miller were back out yesterday leading a search party in hopes of finding anything that can help lead them back to him. The Rock County Sheriff's Office says he disappeared after a pursuit on the freeway in Janesville in the early morning hours of Saturday, November 19th. His family says his last known location was just west of I-39, I-90 south of East Avalon Road. Saturday, Miller's loved ones were searching for any clues that can help them figure out where he is and what happened to him. Miller is described as being 6 feet tall, weighing nearly 180 pounds, and having black hair and black eyes. He also has a tattoo that reads Tammy on his chest and a scar on his thumb. His family says Rock County has stopped searching for him and has turned the investigation over to Madison police.
So it's like, I'm going to keep fighting till Rock County take accountability and continue to search for my son, because we want to find him. I'm not going to just leave him just out here anywhere. We don't even know what happened.
Anyone with information on Miller's whereabouts is asked to call Madison Police. That number is 608-255-2345. His family is also posting updates on a Facebook page called Finding Christopher Miller. Milwaukee police say a bomb threat forced the evacuation of the Riverside Theater on Saturday. The threat happened during a Patti LaBelle concert. Check out this video. You can see Patti LaBelle being rushed off the stage here by security. Earlier this morning, police said no explosive devices were discovered and there is no threat to the public. A Madison LGBTQ bar and nightclub opened its doors early Saturday to host an active shooter training. It comes 3 weeks after 5 people were killed and 19 injured when a gunman opened fire inside of Club Q, an LGBTQ+ nightclub in Colorado Springs. The 2-hour training at 5 nightclub helped prepare people on what to do should they ever find themselves in a horrible situation like the one in Colorado. Madison police led the free session.
When we have events here at the beginning of every event, we always talk about all of our exits, where to go, which is something we've never done before, but now it's just a natural thing that we do. And then this seminar was just another tool.
5 nightclub actually has ties to Club Q. A former door person is now a general manager at Club Q. Earlier this week, the 22-year-old gunman from Colorado Springs was charged with 305 criminal counts. 1 person is dead and another injured after a house fire in La Crosse late Friday night. La Crosse Fire Department was called to the 2-floor triplex on Rose Street shortly before midnight Friday, seeing heavy fire coming from inside the house. Firefighters rescued 1 person, then transported them for care to a local hospital. After the first victim was removed, the second was found deceased in the home. Other tenants of the building were able to exit the building before firefighters arrived. The cause of that fire is still under investigation. A day after learning about a fire that killed 3 people in Watertown early Friday morning, some members of that community are rallying together to raise money for the victims. Some support to help the victims came from a fundraiser at the Watertown Winter Market. Our Catherine Merck shares how one woman was compelled to raise money to support the victims of loved ones.
After a fire in Watertown killed 3 people, the coordinator of the Watertown Winter Market said the community felt an immense loss. And during the holiday season, she tells me it couldn't be a better time than to give back to this family who lost so much.
Anyone you spoke to in Watertown yesterday or today has mentioned how awful and how tragic it is and how they want to help.
Cassie Oxford and the community in Watertown are feeling many emotions after learning about a deadly fire in their town.
As a mother, I couldn't imagine going through something like that, and as a community, we want to let them know they're not alone.
The support at the market is coming through financial donations.
So from the proceeds from the charity raffle and also from our food sales, it'll be 50% will go to Watertown Family Aid and 50% will go to the family directly. I just hope it brings some peace and stability to the family, takes them off their plate.
For Cassie, she's hoping that every dollar can help those who are now suffering during a time of year meant to be celebrating.
This is the most tragic time for something like this to happen. It's really brought the community together, even if it's in a bad way.
We don't have much information about the people who died in this fire as of Saturday. When we do learn that information, we'll make sure to have that on our website at channel3000.com. Reporting in Watertown, I'm Catherine Merck for News 3 Now.
Again, the cause of that fire still under investigation by the Watertown Fire and Police Departments, in addition to the state fire marshal. Well, Tuba Christmas was back at the Capitol Saturday with Christmas tunes filling the Capitol Rotunda as some of Wisconsin's tuba players got out their brass instruments to play songs of the holiday season. Wasn't just tubas though. The sousaphone and baritone players, they were also invited to play in the 48th anniversary of the event, which happens in cities all across the country. Christmas just 2 weeks away. Can you believe it? Starting to feel more like Christmas time here in southern Wisconsin. Holiday lights now up, snow on the ground, at least for now. And if you were in Verona Saturday afternoon, you might have also seen some reindeer. How cool is that? Sugar Creek Elementary School hosted the animals along with a bunch of other holiday festivities. While the reindeer may have been the main draw, children could also enjoy face painting, balloon animals, storytelling performances, live music, and even a visit from Santa and Mrs. Claus.
the excitement on their face and the questions that they're asking, you know, what do they eat? You know, why are their antlers, you know, on the ground over here? And what kind of sounds do they make? So it's really a nice way for kids to experience something else in the holiday season.
The event is made possible by the Verona Chamber of Commerce. While still ahead, holiday fun, raising awareness and money for a good cause.
Your wedding day. Your love. Your style. Your celebration. Your wedding place. Discover the Madison Club, the city's premier wedding venue featuring multiple unique spaces, stunning lake views, and award-winning cuisine. Inclusive packages now available.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Because where Culver's comes from, and the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and I'm excited to bring you my biggest bedding sale ever just in time for Christmas. Get my Giza Dream bed sheets for as low as $29.98. A set of pillowcases, only $9.98. Rejuvenate your bed with a MyPillow mattress topper for as low as $99.99. We also have blankets in a variety of sizes, colors, and styles. We even have blankets for your pets. Get duvets, quilts, down comforters, body pillows, bolster pillows, and so much more, all at the biggest discounts ever. I know my bedding products are perfect for you, and I'm extending my money-back guarantee for Christmas until March 1st, 2023, making them the perfect gifts for your friends, your family, and everyone you know. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code, and you'll get huge discounts on all MyPillow bedding products, including my Giza Dream bed sheets, for as low as $29.98. Get all your shopping done now while quantities last.
Do you need help paying for health care? As a health insurance navigator, my job is to help people find affordable or low-cost options. We find the best deals, whether it's from healthcare.gov or state coverage like Badger Care Plus. And you can reach us in person or by phone, text, or online.
Call the 211 helpline to find free local help or go to WISCcover.com to learn more.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. Call today for free information.
Call 800-550-5543.
Fairlife brings more to your holiday traditions. It's ultra-filtered milk with 50% more protein, 50% less sugar, and a creamy taste. This season, turn delicious into delicious. Fairlife ultra-filtered milk.
Yeah, we're going to have some fog through this weekend. That is actually the wrong graphic. Let's skip that one. Some fog, but also dry conditions, and then we have a storm coming this Tuesday, Wednesday. So visibility this morning, still some issues out there, but mainly well north of La Crosse, Black River Falls 4. As you go down towards the Milwaukee area, some haze or mist is still out there. You can kind of see in the background there's some haze or mist out there, but nothing like we saw yesterday. Madison getting up to the mid-30s today should be fairly good. And you look at the 10 days we go through, we're looking at temperatures climbing near 40, even 44 on Wednesday, but then it's going to get warm, wet, and windy come Tuesday night. And then we have a big cool down coming towards the end of next weekend. Accumulation problem could be probably Thursday for both La Crosse and Madison. Points northward are something to keep in mind up too. So right now I would say if you're looking for a travel impact day of the week that's not great, it's probably going to be Wednesday night into Thursday with some accumulation of snow, and then obviously much colder through the end of the work week into the weekend.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. Just want to give you a quick traffic note for you, especially out in the Juneau County area. We're just getting some word of some closures here. I-90-94 west is closed beyond the ramp from County C. There's a fire happening over there. So this is right around the Volk Field Air National Guard base. So if you're in that area traveling westbound on I-90, just be aware that all lanes are blocked heading west. So again, keep that in mind and stay with us here at News 3 and Channel 3000 for all the updates there. Again, Juneau County, there's a fire I-90 westbound. If you're traveling that direction, you know, just be aware all lanes blocked heading that direction. All right, let's get to some other headlines this morning. Sharing joy with families in the Cooley region. After weeks of collecting toys for tots is helping make Christmas gifts possible for over 800 area kids. Toy collection started back in November, and organizers say the community stepped up to make this event possible.
One of the most warming, comforting feelings ever to know that whenever anyone's in need, the community will step up. All we have to do is ask. It is just the most heartwarming thing. And during the holiday season or not, this community is so giving and so great.
Any donations left over will be donated for next year's fundraiser. Bringing in some holiday cheer with a twist, the Salvation Army introduced its Red Kettle design competition this year, shaking up a fun holiday tradition. The La Crosse Police Department, Fire Department, and Tri-State Ambulance got to create some unique and fun kettles while raising money.
A good way to bring awareness to the community and get the community more involved. It's also a great way to intertwine our partners with us and what we're doing, and it's been a lot of fun.
The winner of the Traveling Golden Kettle will be announced tomorrow. The Onalaska YMCA kicked up the snow for its annual Jingle Bell Run on Saturday. Runners of all ages were invited to attend and run a 5K or a kids run, all for charity. Participants also enjoyed some healthy holiday foods and even got a chance to meet Santa. Proceeds from the race will support YMCA programs, including the Youth Cancer Survivorship Program.
Proceeds to that allow kids and families who are going through cancer diagnoses to access the Y and do programming while they're going through that diagnosis to be able to get healthy and come back into the Y and utilize programming as well.
Proceeds also went to the Youth Food Program and the Flexible Pricing Program. Those two make food and access to the Y available to every kid in the community. Well, still ahead, coming up, the Badger volleyball team quest to the Final Four falls a little short. We've got a full recap coming up. And you're taking a live look outside our tower cam this morning. Greg's got the full forecast when we come back.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Warrens, Wisconsin.
Hey, Daddy, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with a travel peace of mind package. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
He has his grandfather's smile.
Her mother's eyes.
My cheekbones.
But will she have my diabetes?
My sickle cell anemia.
His father's heart disease.
Go to joinallofus.org to share your health information and speed up health research breakthroughs. The future of health begins with you.
If you overdraw your account, Wells Fargo gives you an extra day grace period to avoid the overdraft fee. What if everything came with a grace period? Like accidentally parking where you shouldn't.
Hey, what about this one? Nah, that one gets an extra day. Somebody got lucky.
Like having an extra day grace period? When it comes to overdrafts, you can with Wells Fargo.
The holidays can be so stressful. So give the gift of wellness. Buy $100 in Massage Envy gift cards and receive a free $20 promo card. Keep your body working.
A must in your medicine cabinet. Less sick days.
Cold coming on? Zicam is the #1 cold shortening brand.
Highly recommended.
Zifans love Zicam's unique zinc formula.
It shortens colds.
Zicam Zinc that cold.
Here's to the holidays. Here's to the casserole queens and Santas who saute. To the turkeys brined in beer. And well, just beer. To the ones who do the most. And the ones who do the least. to the classic traditions.
And whatever you call this one.
This year, no matter how you holiday, Festival has you covered. Festival Foods, a Wisconsin tradition since 1946.
Hey, are we gonna fit? There we go. At American Family Insurance, we're here to carefully protect your dreams. All right, open your eyes. Welcome home. Save up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto insurance today. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, we still have some fog out there, some mist in areas, maybe even some slick spots, but really travel-wise it's a lot better today. We may even have some of that tomorrow too with the fog, but overall it shouldn't be a widespread issue. Then obviously our attention turns to Tuesday, which most of the day, Monday should be fine. It's Tuesday afternoon. You could see a mix as the precipitation starts, but then it all should turn rain for most areas as the winds pick up. And then the transition to rain to snow is probably going to be more of a Wednesday night to Thursday. We even might see dry conditions, but once again, winds and really the rain through Tuesday night are really going to be significant in most areas. So we'll fine-tune this as we get closer. Otherwise, for today and tomorrow, it's cloud cover still persisting, really just that low clouds that are going to hang around for most of the day. We might see breaks, like I said, further west as you go, as the winds start mixing up the atmosphere a little better. As we get into Monday, then, we're going to see approach of that system out to the west towards the afternoon. That should start allowing most areas to start seeing at least some sun. We'll get rid of the low clouds, but then the high clouds will start coming back in this afternoon. As you can, Monday afternoon, you can start seeing that system approach from the southwest. Overall today, we should see mid to upper 30s as we just track that out this afternoon. A lot of cloud cover still persisting all the areas. So overall, not much sun for most of the areas that we saw today. Tonight, we'll see a few more breaks. The temperatures may drop a couple more degrees, but still upper 20s for most locations as you wake up tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow, Monday, once again, probably the best day to see sun. It's going to be a dry day overall as we get into maybe a few spots reaching 40-degree mark towards tomorrow afternoon, and then Monday night should be about similar. You can see clouds starting to break up a little bit. The winds are going to start increasing Monday afternoon, but really be Tuesday when you'll start seeing the winds, and then obviously when you wake up Tuesday morning could be there. Tuesday through morning, this is the first part of the storm. We'll be wet and windy up to the north. They already got winter storm watches out for that. That's a chance for greater than 4 inches, and they'll see a lot more than 4 inches up there in those locations along with the wind too. When we get to Wednesday to Thursday, we see that the greater than 3-inch mark now is a little bit further north and then southern Wisconsin. We've got a small chance, but I think up in these areas is where you're going to have to watch, where it could be snow, it could be freezing rain, it could be sleet, it could be a mix. More Wednesday morning, we may cut off precipitation for a while Wednesday before we start getting to snow on the backside of the system come Thursday. So I think Thursday is when our best opportunity for accumulation snow, at least in southern Wisconsin, and most of La Crosse is. Well, that could change too as we get closer to the event, so we'll update you. Once we get to Monday, tomorrow, we should have a better idea what's going to go on Tuesday, but the wind's going to be the biggest thing coming into both of these days, Tuesday into Wednesday, and the rain on snow too. So yes, there will be no snow probably coming Wednesday morning. And then we might pick up some more Thursday before everything turns real colder by the end of next week and on the weekend too.
All right, Greg, we'll keep an eye on that. Thank you very much. Hey, we just want to give you another update on that traffic situation. We've got a live cam here of I-90. This camera is at County C, so you can see some lights flashing in the distance there. Again, the westbound lanes on I-90. This is right near Camp Douglas, kind of the closest town and city in that area. Westbound lanes closed right now, but beyond the ramp from County C because, again, of a reported fire that was there. And again, Juneau County area near County MM 54. So again, stay with us here for updates, but if you're traveling in that area, please keep this in mind. Well, for the 5th straight season, Wisconsin volleyball finding itself in the Elite Eight. But the hope is to keep dancing, hoping to punch their ticket to a 4th straight Final Four. Well, in order to do that, they had to get past a really tough Pittsburgh team first. Well, not an easy task. Last night's match went to 5 sets. The winner take all and heading to Omaha. Devin Robinson leading things off with a shot from the right side. One of her match-high 21 kills. But some costly errors for the Badgers allow Pitt to take the lead and add to it. Then the rally, it's on. Sarah Franklin kicks off a scoring run to which Julia Orzol tips for the lead. This was tied up at 13. Then Pitt sends a dagger to the back row. and Courtney Bizzario has the final say. The Badgers fall in 5 sets. Their season coming to an end. They finish with a 28-4 record as Pittsburgh advances to the national semifinals and will take on Louisville Thursday in Omaha. You see the celebration there. Nick Herbig is moving on. The junior linebacker announced on Twitter that he is officially declaring for the 2023 NFL Draft after spending 3 seasons in red and white. This season, Herbig led the Big Ten Conference with 15.5 tackles for loss and 11 sacks. His career as a whole, he had 137 tackles, 97 of those solo, 36 tackles for loss, and 21 sacks. Day 1 of the draft, April 27th. Badgers women hockey made it 4 straight wins after taking the series opener with Minnesota State on Friday. Now the Badgers hope to break out the brooms for the series finale and head into winter break with a sweep. Well, they get to work quickly. Britta Curl buries the first goal of the game. Just 5 minutes in, her 12th of the season. Mavs even it up, though. Later on the power play, the tie doesn't last for long, however. Curl back for more before the second intermission. Her second goal of the game gives Bucky the lead, and that's all. They will win it 5-1, and now off for 2 weeks before a series with Quinnipiac. In Game 2 of the border battle between the Badgers and Minnesota, trying to avoid a sweep by the Gophers, they get to work first. Corson Coleman's capitalizing on UW's power play for the early 1-0 lead. Then Brock Caulfield gets in there minutes later for an insurance goal, but the Gophers go on to score 3 straight and sweep the series behind a 6-4 win. And coming up tonight, the rivalry will get renewed in Iowa City. Badger men's basketball hits the road for the first meeting of the season with the Hawkeyes. It's a matchup that this team has been looking forward to, especially with it being on the road. The Badgers haven't picked up a win at Carver Hawkeye Arena since 2018. So heading there with an identical record to Iowa and back-to-back wins, the Badgers are ready to get the Big Ten battle started.
Just the way they move the ball and the pace they play. I kind of like all these other teams play with Wake and Marquette, teams that move fast and play in transition. So just limiting those couple things should be good for us.
They're a running gun team, got a lot of shooters in the team, so we got to come out, jump on shooters, and just play our game in this hostile crowd. So just got to keep our composure, play as a team, and we'll be fine.
Big one for the Badgers tonight. Tip-off at 5:30. All right, stay with us. We're back right after this.
All charged up. This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright with a special offer. Now choose from a great selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery. Or place a custom order on select Ford vehicles. Lock in your rate and you're protected. I'm proud of you, kid. And that's how Ford is helping you shine bright. This season, choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge and get 0% APR financing for 66 months.
There's nothing to do.
You should check out Ho Chunk Game in Madison, home with a 95% average payout.
And with so many slot machines, there's a game for every kind of player.
They're right, honey. And with new promotions and reward club perks all the time, there are more ways to win than ever before. Find your fun and visit Ho Chunk Gaming Madison today.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Now, what is happening?
Complete your holiday wish list with a free limited edition bracelet when you shop Pandora Jewelry.
The secret to success is always something like hang in there, embrace the hustle.
No pain, no gain.
But at Denver Mattress, we believe the best way to get ahead is to start ahead with a great night's sleep on a Purple mattress. Soft and firm in all the right places, the GelFlex grid keeps you cool all night long, making Purple sleep better sleep. Overnight success is waiting only at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
Are we still on for 3?
I'm on the phone. When your team needs more space to work and eat.
Carl, is that mackerel?
No, it's trout.
It matters where you stay.
Fish tacos?
Carl.
Hilton
for the stay.
Non-attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms. If you or a loved one were stationed at Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987 and were later diagnosed with cancer, Parkinson's disease, or other serious health effects, call right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation. Call right now to find out if you qualify.
Call 1-800-336-0524. 1-800-336-0524.
The first winter storm of the season.
You can see the precipitation area expanding pretty rapidly.
And the first Warn Weather Team helped you stay prepared for snowy conditions.
Those roads are going to be very treacherous.
Keeping you safe and ahead of the storms. First Warn Weather, only on News 3 Now. News 3 Now's Call for Action team gets results.
We're taking action for you.
Nearly 700 cases closed. More than $500,000 recovered. And we're not finished yet. When you need help, call for action only on News 3 Now.
All right, welcome back. Before we go for the day, Greg, one more check of the weather.
Just cloudy conditions with a few breaks of sun today. That's just the story to be. Temperature still mid-30s, like I said, drier, so overall we won't see that mist that we saw yesterday for both locations. La Crosse has a better shot of seeing at least some peaks of the sun. As you look at that, we'll see maybe some fog tomorrow, mostly dry through tomorrow too, and then we get that wet and windy storm coming Tuesday, Wednesday, with accumulation potentially for Thursday. The travel problem, I would say probably is going to be that Thursday is going to be issue for both locations. And then note the cold trend towards next weekend and beyond too. We're getting back into the maybe even the teens for highs. So that's a thing to look out. But until then, cloudy conditions today, maybe some more sun tomorrow.
All right, hope that sun comes out for you. Hope you have a great week ahead. We'll see you back here next weekend.